Are we gonna look here? Here dito na. Okay.
Okay, here and then also
There.
all right. All right. Hello, Rabiya.
Hi, Michael.
Thank you so much that we have the opportunity to have this chat with each other.
Well, thank you for having me on your show.
Well, I hope that so far you've been settled in here in Florida.
Yes, I actually arrived here around April 9, and it's been a while. But, you know, it's so sad that there's still a pandemic out there. That's why me and my team decided to still, you know, to isolate ourselves as much as possible. But good thing, I met some Filipinos living in California, and thank you so much to you and to your mom for helping us here settle in Florida. Thank you so much.
Of course. So we're here at last, about a month away from the competition.
Yeah.
Yes. So right now you're in quarantine for 14 days because Miss Universe takes things very seriously.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So can you tell us a bit about how you travel in this pandemic?
Now every movement is restricted, I must say, and it's understandable. It's 2021 is different from the past few years. That's why I really need to be extra careful, I must say. And at the same time, the good thing is at least we can use technology into our advantage.
That's right.
I've been training for most of some aspects in the competition, like Q&A, what else? Makeup, hair tutorial. I'm doing it online, which is still helpful. I mean, it's different, but you really need to be motivated. You really need to want the crown for you to have that thirst, that hunger.
That's right. So can you tell us a bit about your preparation for the crown?
So now I have a busy schedule, I must say. When I wake up in the morning, I would do my hair and makeup. I would do some shoots in relation to Miss Universe requirements. Or we're also actually filming Following Rabiya, which is about to be in public. Just wait for the announcement. And I'm very much excited because this is just once in a lifetime opportunity. This is gonna be the time of my life.
Oh, is that gonna be after or before the competition?
Actually, it's the preparation. You know, the competition, the pageant is gonna be in one day, but the preparation, it takes months and months of training, not just physically, but also mentally. I actually have my own life coach just to settle everything in its proper place. And I appreciate the organization for helping me because you know what, Michael? This Miss Universe Philippines was my first national pageant ever. So everything is new to me. I'm so naive in this world, in this industry.
Yeah.
But every day I grow, every day I improve. And it's a wonderful experience that I can share to my future children.
That's amazing. Yeah, so like you said, this was your first pageant and it's amazing how far you've come. I congratulate you for that. So I would like to ask you, for people who aren't into pageants, in your experience, what was it about pageantry that got you into it?
It's actually the fact that you can touch a lot of lives. I remember I was in high school when I saw the interview of Venus Raw. And from there, I can see myself. I was once like her, who had humble beginnings, who grew up in a province, who is so naive. But it's all about the growth and the kind of inspiration that you give to people, especially in the Philippines. We are a pageant-loving country.
Absolutely.
So I aspire to share the stories that I have, the struggles that I have, because that is not just my story. It can be, you know, the story of a lot of young children.
That's right.
Who wanted to go out of poverty, who wanted to be an achiever in life.
Yeah, so hopefully a few little girls or little boys out there can be in the same position as you were in the past, and they could look up to you as a role model.
Thank you, Michael.
Can you talk a bit about what activities have you done after you won Miss Philippines crown? How you've influenced and used your voice?
One of the most beautiful things about being Miss Universe Philippines is that you get to work with different local government units. So I've been able to travel all over the Philippines, of course with the restrictions, not as much if there's no virus out there, but I was able to see different communities. I was able to see the situation of people there, to extend my help. And then I realized that yes, beauty pageants are relevant because as a beauty queen, I'm not just the image of the organization, but I am there to help people. I am there to bring hope, to bring motivation, to bring inspiration. So that is like a wonderful experience.
That's amazing. One of your advocacies is that you're very big on education. And
Yes.
one of the challenges today with the pandemic is that everything is online. What would you say would be one thing that could help a lot of the educators out there? Let's say if the government can provide supplies.
Actually, because of this pandemic, the inequities in our society was highlighted. So we can really see the difference between those students who are privileged enough to have internet access, to have gadgets, laptops, to sustain their education. And thinking if it happened to me when I was still studying with the situation of my life, I wouldn't be able to push myself, to finish what I have. So this is not just the obligation of the government. Of course, they really play a big role, but we need to have a holistic approach in this kind of problem for us to minimize the inequities in what we have. And you know what? I also appreciate some local government units in my country where they really provide laptops to those individuals who come from poor families. And I hope that would transpire from one place to another.
That's amazing.
Can you imagine if we were able to help these children, to provide, to motivate them? Because I know some of them have lost hope. I've been in Bohol and I've been talking to some children there, and they are really having a hard time
Yes, it's very
adjusting themselves or to what we have right now.
That's right. What would you have to say? One lesson that we can take away from this pandemic, something positive that resulted from this, you would have to say.
I know it's hard, and sometimes to be positive in the darkest moments is one of the hardest aspect of having that proper mindset. But one beautiful thing that I saw in the situation that we have is that people can really be kind. For the longest time, I've seen how humanity became selfish, putting our personal interests on top of everything else.
Mm-hmm.
But because of this pandemic, privileged ones were able to extend something, even in their own simple ways, to the poorest of the poor. And hopefully, even we don't have any pandemic, I hope that we still continue to have that spirit of kindness,
Yes.
that sense of altruism, and generosity is indeed contagious. And we need to continue that. We need to transpire that, because by doing such thing, we are uplifting the essence of humanity.
Wow, such a very kind message. Thank you for that. I would like you to address your Filipino fans. There's a lot of them out there. In Tagalog, please, if you'd like to send a message. Yes.
Sa mga kababayan natin all over the universe, thank you so much for supporting me, and please continue to pray for me. I know life is not easy for the past 2 years, but we need to continue to aspire to become more, even in the most difficult times of our life. And I hope that we still continue to become a medium and to channel blessings by doing some little ways, something to offer to our community. Let's continue to do that. And sana po, suportahan nyo ako sa padating na May 16, US date yon, and May 17 siya ipapalabas sa Philippines. Join me as we conquer the universe. I will do my best to give a good fight, and hopefully I make you all proud. Maraming salamat.
That's a great message. And one last question. I know that you're a proud Ilongga. What would you say is your favorite word or phrase in Hiligaynon?
In Hiligaynon, my favorite word is padayon, which means continue.
That's a good
Because sometimes you are placed in a situation where you feel like you have no option at all, where you are stagnant. But all you need to think is continue. padayon in life. There's only one way, and that is onwards.
Awesome. That's Miss Philippines, Rabiya. Thank you so much for joining, and please support her. Tune in and watch May 16th for her debut in Miss Universe.
Thank you,
you.
Michael.